Peep the Magician is wishing everyone who likes this video and subscribes good luck. Boys after girls show atom of their shoulder according to school. 40 meters long blade. Me after giving a black dude directions and he says thanks brother. Peter Griffin. Local black man. Superheroes keep their identity secret because they don't want to get sued over property damage. Until we meet again. USA leaves Afghanistan. Taliban takes control. Germany declares war on France. Germany, sorry, force of habit. I just downloaded the wrong Seaside Squad movie. The Pentagon's strategic plan to exit Afghanistan. Evacuation plan. Run. The UN when Taliban captures most of Afghanistan. The UN Taiwan considers itself as a nation. Afghanistan gets overtaken by Taliban. Call of Duty devs. Real life. I'm 16. I can join the army now. Video game ratings. No, this game have guns into swear words. This is definitely 18. Black friend. Giving me the M-word pass. Thanks Nig. When you finally win that game you have been playing for 20 years. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. I apologize Communist China. Somewhere in ancient Greece. That's a horse. Yes, it's surely a horse. Girls with Photoshop. OMG I can make myself looking beautiful. Boys with Photoshop. Benson. I need you guys to weigh the garden. 15 minutes later. Afghan government be like. So, you thought you could conquer us so easily, eh? Nice job. We surrender. This is all Biden's fault. We lost Afghanistan. This is Trump's fault. Biden just inherited his mess. You can't summarize the Cold War in just one picture. US soldiers that died on Afghanistan seeing the country being occupied by the Taliban in 1 week after fighting 20 years against them. Me sending Hitler's article his recess tweets so that they kick him out. My FBI agent having to scroll through terabytes of gay furry porn because I labeled the files as definitely no Taoist plans in this file. Rich people during a financial crisis. Everyone else. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Provides a good argument with valid points. Shares opinion but doesn't elaborate much. So I checked your profile and video games are too violent for children to play. Video games are so childish for a grown-up person to play. Stupid people. When you laugh at the obvious parody news, but realize it isn't April 1st and this isn't The Onion. Concern. Most people. I had a great summer holiday. Me too. I did loads of fun things. Me. Last week's is average. 13 hours 18 minutes. Me explaining how online games can't be paused. My mom who knows how to pause Candy Crush. Americans when the hospital gives them a band-aid. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. US journalists in Afghanistan before Taliban capturing Kabul. US journalists in Afghanistan after Taliban capturing Kabul. People. USA has to move army from Afghanistan. USA actually does it. People. What a stupid decision that is. When you're trying to hop on a US Air Force plane to flee your country, but still get excited seeing the local news cameraman. The USA pulls its troops out of Afghanistan. The Taliban. It's free real estate. Pun diction equals can't cram during slex. Pun avoidance equals cramming in 30 seconds during slex. Me. Sociopaths. Serial killers. People who sleep without a pillow. Starbucks. I want a cappuccino. Starbucks employee. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? How to pick up a heavy object. Pay for files. Age is just a number. Me. Why don't you do the right thing and jump out a window? Most people rejected his message. Cardi B is trash. The media. Shut up. They hated Jesus because he told them the truth. Girl. Leaves after 2 hours of kissing. My balls. I'm blue dabba dee dabba die dabba dee dabba die. United Nations when China is prosecuting Uyghurs. Black marketing organs of North Koreans. And when Taliban literally infiltrates and sleeves a country. United Nations when someone calls Taiwan a country. Slow down there buckaroo. Google Street View of Kabul airport looks weird. My school teacher of today's kids. Ancient Aztecs. You have a bad harvest. Human sacrifice. You have a good harvest. Believe it or not. Human sacrifice. Every Afghani. Now trying to not get killed. How do you do? Fellow Taliban. There is only one way to remain a Birgi. Christian girls. Now. A. B students. US. Okay. We are leaving now. I assume you will put up at least a minimal resistance. Afghan army. Perhaps. Know your history. Or be doomed to repeat it. Dads. You're going to sleep your entire life away. Look at me. I'm up by 5 every morning. Dad's at 8 PM. Look at this photograph of the photographer taking the photograph of the photograph. That made him laugh. Quiet. Quiet. He's going to say something. I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. You will be famous for being Obama's best bud. No. Defeating Orange Man. Ducking up Afghanistan. If you know, you know. Time traveler. Touches a stone. The Last Supper. When you spent 20 years, lost 2,400 soldiers, and spent $800 billion in 20 years to be beaten by a few bearded men in a pickup. Strategy. 2020 America. Accepting the fact they lost in Vietnam. 2080 America. Accepting the fact they lost in Afghanistan. By the time he connected all the clues, it was far too late. Tell him off. Afghan National Army, assert yourself. That's my government. Great. Now let him have it. You can have it. When the thought bends forward on your desk showing her C's and asking for a A, but you're a man who believes in hard work, you won't get anything done hoeing like that. The president of Afghanistan be like, I have a plan. 5 hours later. I meant I have a plane. Sending a hi to my crush. Previous ignored texts. Girls in the sleepover. God damn it. We forgot to pack the dodos. Straight guy who pretended to be gay 4 years to get invited. US. Withdraws from Afghanistan. The Taliban. So anyway, we started invading. Screenshots in Afghanistan be like. Die in German. Die in English. USA. I think I forgot something in Afghanistan. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. USA. Yeah, you're right. Military equipment. Daughter. Hey dad, look. I can do math. Medieval dads. I'm sorry, little one. Film. Needs to cast an evil character. Hollywood. Me using my pass to clean the shut stains on the toilet bowl. Moms. Every single watermelon in the store. God watching women masturbate with veggies that he designed specifically for eating. Child actor. Heroin addiction. Twitter influencer. Me. Bites into something cold. My brain. Random toothaches go. That's how you do an insurrection. 8-year-old me about to watch episode 18 of Pokemon Indigo League. 16-year-old me with crippling hint diction. Online games. Single player games. Fake online games. Me. Hits an invisible bump in the road while driving at night. My brain for some ducking reason. What if you just ran over someone? Shut up. My room. My room after my cousin spends 5 minutes in it. Aristotle. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I say random bullshit in every field of science possible? Somewhere in Vietnam. Trees laughing. 14-year-old girls crying over a dead rapper. Redditor who just lost all their karma. Today, I've lost more than you could know. Single male incels should get gender reassignment surgery to become the women that they so desperately need. Until we meet again. Ask any question and I will answer it in Spanish. Tom Clancy, Ubisoft milking his name for money. Progressive Afghans now under Taliban control. 40-year-old boomers now under mask mandates. Let's pour buckets of ice water on our heads to help save Afghanistan. When you're over the age of 30 and wake up with morning wood, I'm still worthy. Me and the boys marching into Kabul to claim our chicken tenders. Me and my friends in the game lobby waiting for the deathmatch to start. Who are you? Me. I want the SpongeBob meme template. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? The entire internet. The name of a crayon. What's happening in Afghanistan? China's concentration camps. No joke, look it up. Nintendo. We will never run out of ideas for Pokemon. Gen 20 Pokemon. Afghanistan. How am I mean to defend against the Taliban? The US military. That's the neat part. You don't. About Twilight. Girls, it's the best romantic fantasy movie. And never forget the factor of suspense. Boys, it's a story a pay for file. To pay for file. Dear 40 years olds, your wish to bring back the 90s came true, but you forgot to specify which country. People before US withdrawal in Afghanistan. The US needs to stop pretending to be world police. They've only made Afghanistan worse. I don't care that the Taliban killed thousands of their citizens. They need to withdraw as soon as possible. People after US withdrawal in Afghanistan. How dare the US withdraw from Afghanistan? They're world police, this is their responsibility. It's entirely their fault that Afghanistan is a complete shithole. They need to get back in there and fix it right now. Me. Mom. Can we have dad? Mom. We have dad at home. Dad at home. Milk. A picture of USA and Mexico side by side. When she says she wants to try now, but then refuses to wear a scarf on. Visible confusion. School's in Afghanistan tomorrow. She can't do that. Shoot her, or something. Light mode exists. Dark mode users. PC misfunctioning. Just restart it. The 4 horsemen of the internet has your back. Eighth grade girls. OMG, Adam is like if Brad Pitt and Timothy Chalamet had a baby, but 10 times hotter. Adam. Instability in Afghanistan is Biden's fault. No way. Trump's fault. Nah, it's George W. Bush. You forget Reagan armed the Taliban in the 80s. British Empire. When you hear your friends joking around with each other and suddenly one shouts, "That's why your dad beats you." Me running from hell after I told the devil, "Hey baby, are you an angel? Because you fell from the sky." Me zipping up my backpack 0.0003 seconds before the bell rings. My teacher. I honestly don't know what happened in Afghanistan, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Pilot, this will be my last flight, so you are retiring, right? You are retiring, right? The entirety of the world besides the Taliban being pretty damned pissed that Afghanistan fell in just 10 days after countless lives have been destroyed. The money spent, the time wasted, millionaires made, families ruined, homes abandoned, and all of it was for nothing. Me skips to the end of Porn video to see the climax. Porn video. Click this link to see the full movie. Me. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Superhero movie director. Hey, I need a cool texture for my hero's costume. Costume designer. Say no more. The scientists of the world need to research cat girls. This dude gets it, folks. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. Americans. They're the same picture. You will be known, Colombia, for having one of the best natures in the planet. Colombia, for having a very positive and nice culture and traditions. Fat man with mustache sold white powder. Colombia. When Afghans see a plane wheel ripe to be caught, I go to America. Ashraf Ghani. Don't worry guys. Ashraf Ghani. I have a plan. Ashraf Ghani has left the game. Are these Nikes or Crocs? No. They're cricky. Just didgeridoo it. People who watched the fall of Saigon in 1975. Hey, I've seen this one. Modern Americans. What do you mean you've seen it? It's brand new. People. End the war. The Afghan people don't even want us there. Government withdraws. Afghans cling to US planes. Fall to their death trying to flee. People make peace not war. Stop war. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. When you find out your celebrity crush who is 15 years older than you is married. Can you put the toilet seat down? Me. Can you put the toilet seat up? Women wouldn't have to had such a hard time with pregnancies if they'd had just evolved the ability to lay eggs. It would also had solved world hunger, since they would just lay unfertilized eggs during their menstrual cycle, which would be eaten by hungry people. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Like I just lost brain cells processing the information you just spouted. The Taliban, predictably, immediately seizes control of Afghanistan after US pulls out completely. Americans who still don't care, because it's not our problem. Yes. Very sad. Anyway. Me. Smokes blunt at lunch. Also me. Hoping my boss doesn't notice. The Simpsons predicted influencers. Does she know she's an ad? I'm getting the vaccine. But it changes your DNA. DNA is the only incidence for my murder conviction. World War III. I'm inevitable. Drag racing in the 70s. Drag racing today. Teachers when they see a student wearing a hoodie in class. Crow of judgment. B. Me remaining perfectly still, so it doesn't try to sting me. Duck. Everyone talking about their sixth sense. Me who is able to hear my parents' car before they open the garage. Teacher walks out of classroom. 8th graders. When your book ends on a cliffhanger, so no you gotta invest more time into the sequel. President of Afghanistan. US military leaving in middle of the night. Boy, you are gay. Me. Are you interested? Also me. Me who hasn't studied. Everyone in Google Docs. My unsuspecting professor. Let's go through this again, so I can understand the situation. We spent $2 trillion training the Afghan troops for 20 years. Many of the soldiers we sent died, and the Afghan government fell one day after we left. Yes, I don't understand the situation. When you find an elementary school packed with eligible bachelorettes in your new neighborhood. Musk. I have the best job. Bezos. No I do. Gina. Hold my nugget. Gina Bumgina. Chicken nugget scientist. Taliban after realizing they got cancelled by 16-year-old girls on Twitter. Oh no. Anyway. When you let mom count to 3. Employee. This place seems to be a hotspot for robbery. How many cameras do you think we need here? Boss. Well, how many we got? Taliban after US Army, Afghan government and common population fled from Afghanistan. It's free real estate. Immortal gods. The guy who waited for a Reddit video to finish loading. Any two countries. Just chilling and has no problems with each other. Britain. You should fight one another for the honor of leadership. Let's go. In and out. 20 minutes adventure. That one song comes on the radio. Me and my co-workers. Give man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Set a man on fire and he will be warm for the rest of his life. Shut the duck up, Kevin. US spends trillions of dollars to build up Afghanistan's military. Taliban controls Afghanistan. International community. Where are me? YouTube loading 10-second ad. YouTube loading 10-second video. When you impress her parents with fine china. When the entire internet is going crazy from the Afghan situation, but you know for a fact that social media movements has never caused a major change and never will. Me cheering for bad guys to win. Other people watching World War II documentary with me.